Hello guys, it's Claymore here and welcome back to the channel. Another patch notes video, and we've been waiting for this one for getting on for 3 weeks now. Obviously we've all been very impatiently waiting for it. But I've heard some whispers of what's in this patch, and I think it might be worth the wait. Without further ado, let's get started. Let's read that out together. Patch 2.4.0. Our previous patches so far prioritized weapon and gear balancing, but there's other feedback and issue reports from our players that need to be fixed as well. Naturally, there is still other stuff to fix and balance in the game aside from gear and weapons, which will be further balanced. This patch will primarily be focused on a mix of batch of changes, community pain points that we'd like to address sooner rather than later, along with a heavy list of bugs. It's very nice. With that said, let's take a look what's in store for patch 2.4.0. Friends list limitation. Can we call you friend? This is quite literally fixed for you. In order to address internal issues caused by having an exceptionally high number of friends in your friends lists, aren't we the popular one? I wish. We will be introducing a hard limit how many the list can contain. Currently, we're setting this to 250 friends, which should be more than enough for most of you. The friends list should have behave normally before reaching that threshold. Okay. I did hear some buggy friends lists happen because of this, so that's absolutely fine. For those who already have more than 250, some of your friends in the game will be removed automatically during startup to accommodate this limit. You will, of course, be able to re-invite them after deleting some others. Sorry for the inconvenience. If you reach 250 after this change, you will not be able to add more until you delete some. I think that's fair. I mean, this isn't Facebook, right? You're not like trying to like flex people with your friend list, your amount of friends. I think this is fair. I think 250 is more than enough. I think that's very realistic. Weapons and gear. Although this is a minor patch of balance, we do plan to have more changes coming in patch 2.5 based on some of the feedback we've seen in our community channels. Weapon and armor balance is always something we are keeping a close eye on, but we do have a little something for you in the meantime. I think I know what it is. Yep, there it is. Something I have been asking for to return for a long time now. We are re-enabling Hunter Vision with this update, a perk that you can get from Alien Forge on Faris Island, and that's been disabled for a while now. Yes, it was unfortunately very bugged, so it had to be taken down. We have fixed the sound key for Hunter Vision. You will now emit a constant noise while Hunter Vision is active that all other players in the area can hear. This should help make the vision more balanced. I think that's fair. At least then you know exactly what you're dealing with then, and then you can, you can counter it. Indirect vision range is reduced from 3,000 to 1,500 when enemies not within normal line of sight. Okay, that's absolutely fair, I think. Direct vision range is reduced from 8,000 to 6,000 when enemies are within normal line of sight. Yeah, okay. So if like they're out in the middle of an open field and they're within this range, you'll be able to see them, and this is for when essentially they're going to be close to you. So they have to be much closer to you now in order to actually see them, which I think is fine. I think that's okay. You just have to bear that in mind while you're playing with Hunter Vision. I think that's absolutely fair. Faris Island. There's been some improvements to the general rattiness of the Faris Caverns. These are just our first steps towards improving Faris Island, and you can expect more changes in future patches. A number of dark corners have been smoothed and or illuminated. Very, very good. I'm happy to hear that. Lots of dark spots to sit in. Hopefully they've caught some of the ones near the forge and pipe rooms too. There's been a general reduction of stuff to hide behind in the pit. A handful of locations that caused you to die from the void when trying to pick up gear have been adjusted to claim your hard-earned rewards without fear of a big one-way drop. Okay, cool. The storm on Faris Island. We increased the frequency of the storm on Faris Island so the forge will be available more often. Oh, I'm so happy that they finally did this. One of the main criticisms about the forge that me and many other cycle streamers, players have is that the forge is cool, but there's just not enough time, it feels like. I mean, there's way too much time sitting around waiting for the forge to activate. So now it's 9 minutes. That should mean that there should be a storm every 15 or so minutes, which I think is great. I think that's fantastic. But we're looking into another additional adjustments in the future. Awesome. Really, really good. Very good. That's already made me want to play Faris way more and want to forge way more. That's so much better. Now for the miscellaneous changes, we have changed the player report workflow, simplifying the whole player report process. This is based on your feedback, so make sure how it feels now. Cool, yeah, but I'll definitely check that out. You'll be able to walk on barbed wire and thorny vines sitting on top of walls and fences, preserving your precious little feet from necessary lacerations. Note from Tetsuji, lead level designer, they still won't apply damage for now. So for you little out of bounds glitches, well, you just got your life because you got a lot more difficult, and from the sounds of it, it's going to be even more difficult if you try it, so maybe better play the game a bit more normally for now. We've reduced the fog in some parts of our maps. I think I know where they're talking about, but I will see for sure. Script stack size increased from 1,000 to 10,000. Oh, that's such a nice change. I literally have like 10 slots of script right now. This is a very nice change. Thank you very much, Jaeger. Loot value for the Kutcher Crescents has been increased with new loot containers. As a result, the amount of monsters was adjusted as well. Cherry on top, the boss was made harder as well. Oh, very nice. That dungeon loot was just so average. Like the stuff you get from the boxes and containers and stuff. Oh, that's so good. That's really good. And the boss was made harder as well. I'm assuming that means more health. It did feel like it had around the same amount of health as a regular Crusher in places. So, good. Very good. So, vanity items got their price adjusted. There are some small adjustments in how the matchmaking works, both trusted and trusted servers. Good. Okay, yeah. Once again, the MMR has been a bit wonky. So, hopefully this fixes part of that at least. Right, bug fixes. Night vision does not make players more visible through smoke, along with other fixes to night vision, helmet vision. Your eyes are still your best ally on your benches. That makes sense. The perk that reduces damage from explosives only applied to damage received from explosives. Previously, it also made you deal less damage with explosives, which went against the idea of demolition builds. I had no idea this was a thing. I had no idea. And I've thrown grenades and stuff like that with this perk on my armor too. Right, well, that's a very, very important bug fix then. A small fix for the reduced weight perk was implemented. Weight reduction will only apply when the backpack is equipped and will not reduce weights of items when the backpack is on the ground. Okay, right. Fair enough then. All right, so you had to actually equip the arm at the bag and then start moving stuff into it, like normally you would do. Fixed an issue where drop player loot around specific ledges towards the void was inaccessible or caused players to be hurled into said pits of darkness. Cool. Fixed an unruly cabinet that's slipping through the roof in the entire offices, giving us all the tiniest respite against the future furniture revolution. Okay, right. The floating Asian vent container was exercised shouldn't be floating anymore. These patch notes, man. The voracious forge will no longer eat gear that is dropping from the forge cylinder. I didn't know this is a thing. Offer your gear to the forge. You can't fight the Zeus beam without charging anymore. Hardly pass the sun is a lengthy process. That's fair. I would like to see the Zeus beam with a shorter charge time. Just make it. It's a legendary gun. You know? The kinetics arbiter sound bug got fixed. Thank you, Jaeger. Swapping weapons with it no longer acts as a makeshift sound dampener and remove environmental sounds. Thank God. Thank God. Thank God. That was such a terrible bug. There were some spots that caused flashy effects to appear when you looked at them while another flash, and the flashlights on them, unfortunately for eyeballs, that is fixed now. I think I've seen this once or twice, that's good. Explorer's AR-55 preview got fixed. There are a handful of doors at each collection point and dig site and bright sides that got fixed. The waterfall close to the Neutron Farms warehouse across Wall Street fixed water fixed again. A pesky waterfall, eh? A handful of missing walls were introduced into the jungle, thermal ponds, and Crescent Falls. Hopefully these pesky walls stop running away from now. Okay. The Crusher that was supposed to run around the skeleton on Crescent Falls came back from its break and is back on payroll. Around the skeleton? Wow. I know there was a Crusher there. I think, I can't remember what it was. I think it was CB1 or CB2. It's back now on skeleton? That's really cool. Your first interaction with the faction leader NPC will not cause lag anymore. First impressions are important. Indeed. We have fixed another round of out-of-bounds spots and spots that cause trouble on our maps, including the infamous PvP Rock Crescent Falls, along with other fixes on the maps. Thank you very much, Jaeger. I'm really helping now that we've got actual fixes for these spots. And I don't doubt that these pathetic players, I want to call them, will try and find some other spots, but good. I know that this is a lot of work, so thank you very much for that. An issue with the sound of doubled footsteps got resolved. The base camp will not have an audible rain sound in the storm as you keep a roof above your head. Fix a bug with the forge buttons. The laser drawer will carry backpacks with it as intended, and those won't clip through the surface anymore. Nice. Very good. The UI scale will not change when you check a dropped backpack. You can check properly claim your KMax maturity even your stash is full. Wow, there's a lot of bug fixes here. I'm gonna kind of skim through these as much as I can, Chad. I just realized the list is quite long. Yeah, we have fixed several of those. Yeah. Fortunately, thank you very much. That was an annoying one. Swamp foliage got fixed in bright sands. Healing animation got fixed, but no, it doesn't end too early anymore. Good. Yes, it was really annoying how it was just like your arms were snapping into place. That's good. Relish should not teleport anymore when working from their slumber. Good. Mini magazine attachment got fixed. Good. It showed up white for some reason, like the texture, which is what wasn't actually applying. Fix the booster banner. Player quarters upgrade should be fully fixed. Please note if you count this issue. There were some issues with upgrades not doing it properly, so that's good. This is going to sound specific, but adjusted a reverb for single fire weapons in the Osiris Research Center. I think I know what they're talking about. One of the vaccine doors got its spot rearranged. Creature will attack the meteors if there's no player nearby. Talking about pits of aggressiveness. I mean, I get it, yeah. Equipment sales will not be audible launch a tutorial. Solve the collusion issues with footsteps from build buildings. That's good. Weapon charge will vibration conclusion. Yeah, that's fine. Let's possible act up and not be. Yep. Vanity items for Twitch drops of Fortuna Pass can now be properly claimed if your stash is full. Nice, good. Pressing the escape key on the quick menu screen to work as intended. Good. Rewarded submission quest rewards. Nice. Yeah. Very good. Very good. Very good. Okay, good. Right, awesome. Yeah, sorry, I had to skip through a bunch of attachments. There was this, fixes there, I should say. Sorry, because that was a lot of bug fixes. That's a lot of them. Jaeger's been working hard. Known issues. Let's have a look at these. There are multiple hit registration issues present on the edge of AoE when shooting with the comrade. No rich hit markers, kill markers, reports are being messed by the team. Good. Yeah, the comrade is just not usable right now, man. It's just not usable right now. It's not good at all right now. I'm happy that they're looking into it, and hopefully we get a fix for it soon. In the gear, print team are having printed progress. There's a visual bug showing the print button is available. Yes. Yeah, I did see that. Yes. Play Fortuna Pass. Yep. Gear visibility. Yep. Okay. Cool. A very, very good patch. There's a lot. I can see why this took 3 weeks, honestly. I can see why. This is probably one of the biggest fix and touch-up patches we have. Having storms more frequent on Ferris Island is great. The Kinetic Arbiter audio bug is fixed, being great. Hunter Vision back is being great. I actually feel like I want to go to Ferris Island now and do some forging. Yeah, this is a really, really, really good patch. Brilliant. Awesome. Right then, guys. I will see you guys in the next video. I'll keep you more into the news and stuff like that in regards to future patches coming out. Hopefully the next patch 2.5 will see some major updates and improvements to body armor finally. With that being said, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Take care, stay safe, love you all. Peace.